when the full moon is bright, comes a horseman known as Zorro. This bold renegade carves a Z with his blade, a Z that stands for Zorro. Zorro, the fox so cunning and free. Zorro, who makes the sign of the Z.
What do you mean bursting in like this?
The coach is here.
Oh, did you contact the messenger?
I didn't dare get close. One of the Viceroy's spies was on the coach.
A spy? Oh, you did the right thing. We can't take chances now. Not if the messenger brings me the word that I expect. And as for the Viceroy's spy, take care of the matter.
Yes, it's a nice saddle, Hernando.
Don Diego!
Excuse me.
Assume command of the troops and return to the quartel. I will be in the tavern.
Si, Sergeant.
Well, Don Diego, you, notice anything?
You're looking very splendid, Sergeant.
No, I mean, you notice nothing else? It is not so tight now.
You're reducing. But I thought I heard you tell Corporal Reyes you were going to the tavern.
Oh, just for a bite to hold me till lunchtime. As you suggested, Don Diego, I'm eating very light breakfasts.
But, Sergeant, I told you a dozen times you must not...
Oh! What is the matter with him, Don Diego?
This man is dead. Do you know him?
No, but he arrived today on the coach from San Pedro.
Oh, then he must have come on yesterday's boat.
Indians? Lancers, to arms!
Sergeant Garcia,
Yes, Your Excellency.
what is the trouble?
Indians, we are under attack.
Have you seen any Indians?
No, but that man was just murdered.
He was shot with an arrow.
One arrow does not make an Indian attack. Sergeant, post a double guard at the quartel, search the Pueblo, and then report to me.
Just what I was going to do. Search the Pueblo, then report to me.
Sergeant, this is a dangerous place for a civilian. I'd better be getting home.
This is a dangerous place for anybody. I think I'd better get back inside the quartel, just to give my men confidence.
That carriage outside, who's here? 3 people? Do we know them? 2 of them are women, huh? Beautiful. Uh-huh. Yes, Bernardo. Another eagle feather for our collection. This one killed a man. A man who came on yesterday's boat. The murder was done to look as though an Indian had committed it. Notice this, the way the notches are cut. Now, this feather, I took this from Rojas' hand the day he was killed. That is right. Cut this way, it is some kind of death signal. Diego!
I thought I heard you come in.
I did not wish to disturb you, Father. I saw you had guests.
Don Francisco Montez.
Don Francisco? But I thought he was ill. He never goes anywhere.
His daughter has returned.
His daughter?
Magdalena from Mexico City. You may have heard that she is very beautiful.
Yes, I have also heard other things.
About the beautiful woman and wealth, people make scandals, my son. A gentleman does not listen.
Very well, Father. Since it does not concern me, I will not listen.
But it does. I have invited all our friends to be here tomorrow night to celebrate the homecoming of Magdalena. Francisco and I thought you might take her for a drive, show her around.
You and Don Francisco have become quite close since he has a marriageable daughter, haven't you?
My son, it is time you settled. No one lives forever. I would like to see grandchildren in this house. And the Rancho Montez is good land. It would be a fine match.
I see. We increase our acreage and our family At the same time, huh?
Diego, I find you increasingly irreverent. When you see Magdalena, I think you will find that...
Father, may I see her tomorrow? There's much I have to do today.
If you will not accept the responsibilities of a gentleman, at least adopt the manners. Even if it means sacrificing one afternoon of idleness, poetry, and music.
I will change my clothes. I will go right down, huh?
Very well.
One thing, Father. Do not count your grandchildren yet.
Diego, my dear boy.
Don Francisco.
It has been a long time, much too long. You're looking very well.
Thank you. Doña Inez?
Diego, I am so glad that you and Magdalena...
Diego, you remember my daughter Magdalena? She was only a baby when we left Los Angeles. As you know, she was raised in Mexico City.
That is an excellent recommendation for Mexico City. That's beautiful. What is it?
I don't know. I heard it's played by a street musician, and I loved it.
It's much too pretty to be just a tune. It should be a song.
But you need words for a song.
I find that you need words for almost everything. However, I have some I should like to suggest.
What are they?
Welcome home, Magdalena.
I feel as though I am home now. But still, I'm glad you did not know me in my awkward growing up stage.
We might have had a beautiful childhood together.
Diego, you spoke of wanting to take Magdalena for a drive to acquaint her with the Pueblo.
My father speaks my mind with the utmost precision. Would it be possible to have a bite to eat before we go?
And something for me, too.
My aunt will watch over us as dueña. Whatever fun we might have had, we are not children now.
I find that the older we get, the more watching we need.
Don Diego, tell me, what do you think? Will they send a new comandante?
Well, who can tell? What about the murder this morning?
It is being investigated.
It is such a lovely day, Sergeant. How would you like to take a drive and meet a lady?
Meet a lady? Oh, you are so kind, Don Diego. She is beautiful. What a face, and that hair, it is...
I do not mean Senorita Montez. It is the rent in the back seat I am talking about.
I thought you were my friend, Don Diego.
Doña Inez is a lovely lady.
I just remembered I have some work to do. Excuse me,
Sergeant, remember your promotion? It is not enough to be a good soldier. You must have a social position. Now, as the husband of the wealthiest widow in the Pueblo of Los Angeles, your position will be irreproachable. The man who becomes Doña Inez's husband is going to be a very fortunate man.
You know, Don Diego, I think the one who was her husband is the fortunate one.
Doña Inez, this is Sergeant Garcia, Comandante of the Pueblo, a gallant soldier, and for some time, your admirer.
I am delighted to meet you, Senor Comandante.
Would you excuse me a moment? Has the murderer been found? Well, what did you find? They buried him. On whose orders? Sergeant Garcia, eh? So the case is closed and they buried the body. All right, Bernardo. I'll see you home.
Yes, it is true, Doña Inez. A soldier's life is one of sacrifice. Your aunt is a very understanding woman, senorita.
Did you know Diego saw a man murdered today right in the Pueblo?
These are bad times.
Get in, Sergeant.
I am so glad you are with us, Senor Comandante. With a soldier along, I feel safe.
Well, there's no denying it. Sergeant Garcia's presence does carry weight. One of our better sights.
Oh, it is beautiful. An enchanted lake.
Why are we stopping, Don Diego?
To admire the view.
It is beautiful. A beautiful place for a picnic. But we have no food. Huh? What do you mean, Don Diego?
Remember your promotion.
Oh, see.
I used to swim here when I was a child. It seems like such a long time ago.
I would love to come out here sometime to swim. Oh, but I'm afraid that would shock my father very much. Aunt Inez, oh, does it shock you?
Well, let's say that I'm not entirely unmoved by the idea.
Commandante, how gentle, how kind. A soldier with the heart of a poet.
Senora, it is possible to be a soldier and still appreciate the finer things.
I am sure you are very brave.
Well, I don't...
And modest, too. Comandante, tomorrow night, Don Alejandro is giving a little party for Magdalena. There is to be dancing. Naturally, you dance. All officers dance.
Oh, of course. I dance a little when my feet don't hurt.
Say you will be my escort, Comandante.
It's funny how things happen and how people can change. You were very determined not to like me when we met today.
Oh?
Mm-hmm.
And how do you know?
How do you feel now?
Determinations change, too.
Don Diego!
Well, obviously, we should have drowned Sergeant Garcia.
Doña Inez thinks we should be getting back.
Comandante Garcia is hungry. You know how it is with these men of action. A big man, a big appetite.
Not such a big appetite. I just appreciate good food.
The sergeant's appreciation is boundless.
Now you seem happy, Senorita Montez. But this morning, when you arrived on the coast from San Pedro, I did not think you liked our little pueblo.
Oh, then you came on yesterday's boat. Did you have a nice trip?
It was a long one.
I had an encounter with a fellow passenger of yours.
A fellow passenger?
Yes, a small, dark man with a rather French-looking mustache.
Oh, Senor Mendoza.
Yes, he's the one. He's dead.
Dead?
Shot with an arrow. I tell you, Sergeant, it is no longer safe to walk the streets of the Pueblo even in the daytime. Oh, forgive me, Senorita. I did not know he was a friend of yours.
Oh, I barely knew him. On shipboard, you meet everyone. It's late. I think we'd better be going home. Thank you, Diego, for a very instructive tour.
It has been most instructive for me, too.
Welcome, Your Excellency.
I regret official duties made me so late. Good evening, Don Francisco.
Senor?
May I offer my congratulations and my condolences?
I do not understand.
You have regained a daughter, but from the stir she's making among all the young men of the Pueblo, you will soon lose her. May I be permitted to meet this already famous young lady?
But of course. Magdalena. His Excellency the King's Magistrate has asked to meet you.
Excuse me.
I was not wrong when I told you she was beautiful, eh, Diego?
Now, Father, you are not wrong.
But it is very simple. 2 steps to the left, 2 to the right, and 2 to the left again. Now you can remember that.
Oh, see, I can remember it, but my feet, they cannot.
Oh, it is so warm.
Permit me.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
Ah.
You have something for me? He's only a deaf mute. He can hear nothing.
Why did you kill Senor Mendoza?
He was sent by the Viceroy to spy on you.
They know.
Not yet. They only suspect.
Oh, but then to kill him without...
You're not playing with children. Now do what you were sent to do.
Be especially nice to the maestrado. Offer him a drink.
But Don Diego, I was just...
Remember your promotion.
Your permission, Don Inez. A military matter.
No, I don't want anything to drink. If you don't get out of my way, I'll...
Excuse me, 1,000 pardons, Your Excellency.
It's all right, but tell this idiot I don't want anything to drink.
Bernardo is a little difficult. Oh, look, here comes Sergeant Garcia.
Your Excellency, what a magnificent evening. On such a night, a man could dance forever. Wine, music, wine, ladies...
Sergeant, what is the matter with you?
Well, I am a little thirsty. Thank you for asking.
Sergeant, if you will excuse me, I am in a hurry.
But, Your Excellency, just one small glass.
Sergeant, what do you think you're doing? I just got rid of this idiot.
But, Excellency, I meant to say, that is, I thought...
You thought? When did you start?
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Excellency. I'm a little unsteady. But since you're having another one,
I am not having another. With your permission, senores.
Don Diego, I don't think he likes me.
Oh, well, at least you have one unqualified admirer.
Oh, there you are. Diego, I was going to talk to Francisco. Well, we have all our friends here. Wouldn't that be a good idea to announce the engagement?
No, Father, no.
Not leaving already, Your Excellency?
Oh, no. No, I had forgotten something in my carriage.
But Diego, only a moment ago, you seemed to think that...
Believe me, Father, an announcement would be premature. And it's getting late, and this party has gone on long enough. Excuse me.
Good night, Diego.
Diego, you must come and visit us as often as you like.
You'll be surprised, Senor, how soon you'll be seeing me.
Ha! Don Alejandro, it has been a most enjoyable evening.
Your Excellency has made it an honored one.
Maestrado's hired killer. When I cut that feather, I thought I was signing his death warrant. It was Magdalena's. She's as guilty as the rest of them, but I cannot let her die. Yes, my friend. Saddle the black horse.
Diego, His Excellency has agreed to sample our new shipment of Madeira.
I'm sure His Excellency must be tired.
Oh, no. I'd love to try the Madeira.
Perhaps the sergeant would also care to sample it.
Thank you, Don Alejandro, but I've got to take... I am privileged to escort Doña Inez home.
Oh, I will stay, Comandante. Who could resist the wishes of a strong man?
Will you not step into the sala?
Don Diego, would there be maybe some of that chicken left from
Fernando
dinner?
will take care of all that.
And wasn't there rice with that? Oh, and that delicious gravy, eh?
All dinner, Sergeant.
Gracias, Don Diego, gracias.
Sergeant, will you pour the wine, please?
Of course, Don Alejandro.
And now, if you'll excuse me, I have a headache.
Diego, pardon me.
There is no finer remedy for a headache than Madeira.
That is just the trouble, Your Excellency. I have already had too much Madeira. Hey, Sergeant!
Huh? Oh, I will take it.
Please, these are our guests.
One would almost think Don Diego had a rendezvous if we had not seen the young lady leave with her father.
Shall we drink the Madeira? The king.
You must excuse me. I've had too much. I must get some air. You're going to have to take my place. No, it's Diego.
We are being followed.
Just a little to wash down the excellent chicken.
Sergeant, why not simply put a funnel down your throat?
Oh,
This is the finest Madeira I've tasted since I came to California.
My son is the real judge of wine. Diego, what is your opinion of the Madeira? What is the age of it?
I am afraid tonight that Don Diego judged a little too much.
Yes.
It is not serious, but he should see a doctor.
I don't know how to thank you.
And after he's seen a doctor, take the first boat back. Your plot has already caused the death of one man. But at least you've shown me that it extends all the way to Mexico City.
Senor Zorro, what does this mean?
Perhaps your daughter found life in the capital dull. Did you need excitement?
Oh, believe me, I did not know anyone would be hurt.
But someone was hurt. And that feather you carried, it nearly caused your own death.
Oh, why didn't you let him kill me?
I will be a long time explaining that to myself.
Magdalena.
Oh, later, Father.
Adios, Magdalena.
Delicious, Don Alejandro, but really, I must be going.
Me too.
it is very late. You have kept me out to a scandalous hour, you naughty man. Diego, my dear boy, I will say good night. Diego, did you hear me? Ah, he is awake at last. You have missed all the exciting stories Comandante Garcia has been telling her. Comandante Garcia! I think I am going to faint.
Me too.
Bernardo, you noisy fellow. Just because he is deaf, he thinks no one else can hear.
But Don Diego, he is over there. The noise came...
I would like to get rid of him, but there are certain things I just cannot do by myself.
You seem better, my son.
Oh, the nap did wonders for me. Although I had a terrifying dream. I dreamt I was running as fast as I could, and yet I was sure I would never get back in time.